listening to Michael's 10 to 1 show.
Your number one Radio West Fife.
As I asked you just before the news who Ellie Goulding was dating officially, and did you guess the name? Ex-McFly bassist Dougie Pointer is the man in her life, and I'm a wee bit jealous. Went to see her in August at the Usher Hall in Edinburgh last year, and she was a fantastic performer and sung live and pitch perfect. But Dougie Pointer has announced on ITV2's Fern and McBusted documentary that he is dating the starry-eyed singer. And I'm just wondering, I mean, Fiona Cameron was talking about chat-up lines on her show yesterday, and I just wondered what his cheesy chat-up line was, and you know, because I'm a bit jealous, I think it might be a bit cheesy one, so he might have come out with this one. So Dougie Pointer said to Ellie, I'm all starry-eyed for you. Spare a thought for the poor plumber. Well, we're talking about flood barrier protection in Rosyth. That's costing about £6,000, and the Fife Council have put the flood protection barrier in place, but they're saying it's not exactly waterproof. But spare a thought for this gentleman. He's a London estate agent, and he's had problems with his loos, and he called in Pimlico's the plumbers, a well-known plumbers down in London, and you wouldn't expect to find a tangled web of used condoms in the office toilets, but according to a leaked internal memo, Pimlico the plumbers discovered that the high-class upmarket Savills in Sloane Street, that's the estate agents, had a tangled web of used condoms. They were called into a disgruntled director of the branch, passed out an angry email to his 50-strong staff asking them to refrain from such activity. And he said that unfortunately the blockage caused a bit of a build-up of used condoms, and obviously such activity should not be taking place in the office. And he sent off that email giving them a stern warning and asked them to be very considerate to the ancient Sloane Street plumbing going forward. So after 7 hours, Pimlico the plumbers have established the cause of the problem, and that Richard Gutteridge, the director of the estate agents down in London and Sloane Street, sent off that email. They're not taking the whole blame for it. It could have come from other flats in the area which are next door to them. Britain's first plastic banknotes are going to be issued next year when branches of the Clydesdale Bank start issuing £2 million £5 notes. And the bank's just been authorised by the Bank of England to do this, so they're going to start next year. And the new notes feature the Forth Bridge, of course, nominated for the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2014, a portrait of William Arrow, whose company designed the bridge, on the notes. So the production of the notes is going to be in March 2015. It's going to coincide with the 125th anniversary of the bridge's opening. And remember, you can buy your own flame that we featured on the 10 to 1 show several weeks ago. You can buy a flame and walk across the bridge on the opening ceremony and on the 125th anniversary of the Forth Road Bridge. And that's just got me thinking about these plastic £5 notes. You know, it's going to put an end to all the excuses that you normally get as a, you know, from people who owe you money, that, you know, put the money in my pocket and it's in the wash. Is it not? And spare a thought for scams warning. There's a scams warning going on in the west of Fife, and Trading Standards have received an inquiry last week after a suspicious resident in Fife answered a cold call from someone claiming to be from the Fife Council Social Work Department and asked for personal details and probably asked for bank details as well. So there's a bit of a warning there for everybody, just to beware. The consumer, the guy that answered the phone, managed to obtain the number of the person calling by dialing 1471 straight away, and it indicated it was a Birmingham number. So we're looking for you to beware, every listener to be aware. Scams Awareness Month, Fife Trading Standards advising consumers to hang up on the phone if you receive a call from a potential scammer. So if you think it's a scam, just simply put the phone down. You don't need to speak to these people. And if you're, you know, thinking about scamming, and you know, everything I say on the show's got a local connection, and if you live in Switzerland, then spare a thought for the people who dream of getting their own back and cowboy builders ripping them off. Now, two Swedes might have taken their revenge a bit too far after the botched bathroom renovation, according to news reports in Sweden. The pair from Botkyrka, south of Stockholm, now face court after allegedly kidnapping the builder, waterboarding him in the offending bathroom, stuffing him in the car boot and dumping him in a nearby town. We're talking about the guys that got the bathroom done. Weren't too happy with the job, so the 31-year-old victim said to police he was choked till passing out and waking up in the bathroom with his waterboarded head. And he said he thought he was going to die. And waterboarding is a torque technique that stimulates drowning. It's not very nice. So the two suspects, the disgruntled consumers, shall we call them, deny kidnapping but admit to an altercation taking place. So they claimed that the 31-year-old had pocketed the money, and a lot of the money, after the renovation was heavily delayed and poorly done. So if you're thinking of immigrating to Sweden and you're a builder, make sure your skills are just perfect, or you'll end up getting lynched. As I was saying, 30,000 tonnes of steel are going to be used when the bridge is finished, the fourth new Queensferry Crossing, and it's going to be the longest 3-tower cable-stayed bridge in the world. And if you want to know more about that, you can get along to the 4th Replacement Crossing Project Exhibition. The 4th Replacement Crossing Project Exhibition is open on Saturday, this coming Saturday, 10 AM to 4 PM. And it says it's a 3-tower bridge, a 3-pillar bridge, yeah. And it's going to be the longest 3-tower cable-stayed bridge in the world, according to the press. But if you look at the photograph, I'm no structural engineer, but if you look at the photograph on page 49, advertising the 4th Crossing Project Exhibition on Saturday between 10 AM and 4 PM, you'll see that there are six pillars, and it says it's only 3. So I'm a wee bit worried, okay? I'm a wee bit worried. I'm a wee bit worried about the bloke I bumped into a local pub, and he mixes the actual cement for these towers. And I was talking to him about doing a patio with my dad, and we got the cement mix quite wrong. And I said it was 3 in 1, so 3 cement to 1 part sand, and he said that's about right. And then he got a bit confused and said, so I'm a bit concerned about the towers on the bridge. if that cement person's right that I met in the pub last week. So anyway, here's... In the local community, a Norwegian 32-strong male choir is going to visit Dunfermline next week to celebrate the 70th anniversary of our twin friendship link with Trondheim. Manskaret Nokem will perform in the Kingsgate Shopping Centre at 11 AM on Wednesday. And I'm going to go down and record them, see how they sound, and if they get up to my high expectations, then I'll go and record them at their church the following day. They're going to be performing at the St Ninian's Church in Abbeyview, and they're going to complete a Dunfermline programme with performance at the Abbey at 7 PM. So I'll be along there to record them on my little microphone and unit and chat to them as well. And the Lord Provost of Fife, our very own Jim Lieshman, will be there. So that's the Norwegian 32-strong male choir, and they're called Manskaret Norken, and they're from the friendship link that we have with Trondheim, the people of Trondheim. So that's going to be happening quite soon here in Dunfermline. 6 of the visitors, they're going to be performing in front of visitors, will talk with pupils at Patrivi Primary School about Trondheim, Norway, and the history of the twinning with Dunfermline. So entrance to those events are absolutely free, and that's why I'm going along. No, seriously.
You're listening to Michael's 10 to 1 show.